in which education helps you to enhance and improve it. Hi, welcome to this Crypto moment. I want to talk about today, you graduates, happy graduation. Yes, I said it. You graduates, why you went to school. You first heard that you were going to learn reading, writing, and arithmetic. And yes, then the sciences and the arts are also expressed. Today, I want to just talk specifically about your wonderful language and the importance of understanding what education has helped you to do. You see, instead of just learning not only how to talk to your family at home, because, when you talk among your family and friends, it's a totally different way sometimes of talking when you go to a professional level. You see, when you're actually even writing letters. And that's what we're going to next about the writing of letters and communication in that way. Let's take for a moment something that has happened in the past, and I just think it's very nice to address it here because, you have a lot of commentary going on all the time. And often when I speak about writing, you see, and spelling and things of that nature, ones who are very knowledgeable, and, I respect their knowledge throughout the years, they do normally take this opportunity at times to mention on the flip side, do you know what this word means? Do you know what spelling means? Do you know what the word nice mean? Do you know what the word gay mean? And all these other types of words that today, when people hear them, there's a different type of feeling that even goes along with them. Well, let me share something with you. Remember, in different lands and speaking in different ways, you can still even have or say the same word and it has a different definition to it, a different meaning, a different action to it. So you have to keep that in mind, especially when I start referencing in your education about spelling. See, what some of these knowledgeable ones in the esoteric way of teaching, they will bring out to you, what does a spell mean? What is casting spells mean? Did you know what the cast mean in this way and that way? But see, that's the way they are using it. Again, we know spelling in the education arena is not meant to go all into the esoteric and even a metaphysical and spiritism and things of that nature. It's not meant to mean that at all. So that's why you see, even in dictionaries and encyclopedias at times, you will see the term of a certain word, and they may have enumerated points, 1, 2, 3, 4, of what the different meanings of them are. Why am I emphasizing this? Because, as I said before, we want to continue to protect our minds and realize the way we are learning, the way that we are using such words, you see. And so it's nothing wrong with going to school as you are, and what you have already done, and you took spelling tests. You see, you were not casting spells in that way because you were learning how to spell the word cat, dog, building. And boy, then those $50 words that, oh my goodness, where you start getting into psychology, sociology, and even above that, you see, when you spelled out those words, you were not doing it with the intent that goes into the esoteric. So I want to emphasize again, it is nothing wrong with using that word. I learned how to spell today. I am going to enlist in the spelling bee today. Does that make sense to you? Now, let's go a step further with your education. Remember, I've talked about the reason why you take different types of maths at times. I mean, from the fundamental, see, and that's what I'm talking about when I talk about fundamental education. There is a basic learning that everyone needs to be a productive citizen in life. Now, I admit, you talk to some of the old timers and they'll tell you stories about how they were the first ones to graduate high school or college or to get a degree, to get an associate, a bachelor's, a master's, a PhD, you see. And so, I mean, they will tell you that maybe their grandparents or parents did not have that same type of fundamental education. It may have even stopped round about when they were 6 or 7 years old. I mean, 6th or 7th grade, you see. So I just want to share again, never look down upon your education, your fundamental education of what you learned words to be. You see how they are applied, you see even today, and you realize that even in different cultures, you can still go say the same word. You can actually make certain symbols. And one symbol will mean A-OK, hey, we're super friends. And the other one will actually mean, I mean, when somebody else may see it, they will tell you, you just offended me. So this is why we communicate. And this is why, you see, as I started off in the beginning, we must at times have letter writing. We must communicate in that way at times in contracts and business dealings. It makes it very clear, laid out what you want, what you need, what you're providing, and then persons can go through, and if they're confused about something, they can highlight it and they can ask, and it goes back and forth, you see. This is what your education continues to help you to do. And so in closing, I just want to say happy graduation. Remember, this is a special weekend going on the PoeBooks.com website. Remember, I told you I even have a special page for the graduation, different displays and other things that will be brought out. Because if you want to know what that page is called, it's called Enough Said. And I asked the question, do you know who actually stated that? But anyway, it's a new page. It's not on the front page right now, but it will be, like I said, later this afternoon. So thank you for being here. I enjoyed talking to you. And again, you ought to be congratulated for your grades. And once again, diploma in the fundamental, and I know I'm talking specifically to the high schoolers right now, and your fundamental meeting the requirements of education, and yes, honors for many of you, in the math, you see, English, sciences, and arts, you see. All right? Have a very wonderful day. You take care of yourself.
You have just listened to the Perceptive Readers Podcast. Remember, until next time, if you read something that encourages you to improve or enhance your life for the better, it becomes your reality.